Hello, what's up guys, to a new YouTube video where I will be talking about my previous video on where we were going and where we could possibly end up. As crazy as it sounds, I actually predicted that we would bottom around this area, around 1900 to 21k. I actually stated that when we were around this area, we were either going to drop pretty hard or bounce here and drop. But my main scenario would be a scenario just like this, where we actually end up falling into the pocket of where we were previously and then skyrocket to something around this area. This is why I left this line around these resistance zones, which actually go out pretty far. So what does this mean, and like what do you think will happen next? So if you do look at it in the big perspective, we do have massive resistance in terms of this area around the 29k area, but if we do break through there, we do have a potential of hitting somewhere around 35k. But I do see that we will need some type of mid-week reversal. There's definitely a lot of steam that has gotten us to this point, but if we look at smaller time frames, let's say daily, we do have to have a bounce. We do have to have a retracement somewhere around the 25k area. This is going to happen no matter what, and I feel like it'll happen relatively soon, maybe this week, where we'll have to retrace back and test these levels. So now that we've seen that we've actually retested this level and broken through it and said, okay, we're pushing farther, we're gonna have to test and find the top around this area and then retrace back into the 24-25k region. If we do break below this, we do have a potential downturn, right? We do have the potential downturn. Although the market seems to be temporarily good, this is only a temporary fix and it's not something long term. So you have to watch where that's going to happen. And also thinking about next year being the halving of Bitcoin, there is a potential another drop before that happens. And with, real estate and how everything's doing in terms of the entire market, that always lags in terms of an indicator, and we'll have another drop following with that. So keep in mind when you are buying in on crypto and buying in on stocks and things like that, you have to correlate it to the main market. So that's why it's really important to look at the main market, look at how the index is doing and how everything else is doing. So now let's look at what the Nasdaq is doing. So as you see, we do have the support line that has actually held true for the quite some time now. This line has been going for a while. You can see that it actually did pretty well in terms of the daily chart. If we look at the 1 week chart, we can see how long it's actually been playing for. So since 2020, this line has been holding. You can see that we actually bounced pretty well, had a higher low W market maker formation here. We can see like this massive bullish candle wicking up here, which is really good in terms of the short term and long term perspective, because it means it's still holding true. There is this area here. If you look at the 4 hour, you can see that we have been doing pretty well, but where is the next levels of resistance and what we should be cautioning for? So this area right here would be, a big zone to watch out for, because there's a lot of price action around this area. You can see on the daily time frame, you can see that this area here, it did a big sharp push down, similar to this area and this area here. So we have to watch out for that. Also, when we do break, and if we do break this level, we do have to watch in this area, so around the 13,000 area. So let's watch and see what happens here, and this will dictate what happens. If we do not break this level, we definitely will be going lower and retesting this zone here. So let's see what happens next in the next few weeks. But I do feel like crypto does have a little downturn in terms of what's coming up next, and definitely check out what's going to happen on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment for more videos like this.